Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. In the last few days, we had done the chapter 2, that is health and hygiene, where we had learnt the many concepts. Uh, and then we are now doing the exercises from the chapter. Yesterday, we had done short questions from the exercises, especially the fill in the blanks and multiple choice question. Today, we will do reasoning type of question, that is from a particular line or from a particular statement you have to answer scientifically why it is being said. Okay, so let's proceed. So first question, we should not allow water to stagnate around our homes. Now, I must tell you initially that the stagnant water is the breeding ground for the mosquito and the flies and other insects. So, if we keep the water in a stagnant condition in and around our houses, that water body itself is becoming the source for these insects because they are the breeding ground of this insect. That water you can keep it at home at any vessel, like the tumbler, the pot, the tub, or any small vessel, anywhere wherever there is some deposition of the water. That water itself will act as a breeding ground for these insects. These insects will grow inside the house, in and around the house, and they will grow, and ultimately after their growth, when they become adult, they will spread the diseases, especially those diseases which is transferred or which is transported by the insects. So ultimately, the stagnant water which is deposited in the house are becoming the main source for the insects to breed and ultimately become the reason for transportation or communication of the diseases. So therefore, stagnant water should not be allowed to collect anywhere near the houses. Okay, so I think it is clear to you. We are going to next question. Okay, you can read it, you can get it from here. Next question. Night blindness is a non communicable disease. Now, what do you think? Whether the night blindness is a communicable disease or not? So, night before going into the statement that is night blindness is a non communicable disease, first we have to know what is night blindness. So, night blindness is a deficiency disease. This is caused due to the lacking of vitamin A in our diet or in our food. So, this makes the person unable to see in the dim light. So night blindness actually happens for those persons who, I mean, are becoming unable to see in the dim light. So it can be prevented by the diet supplemented with rich vitamin, with the source of vitamin E, as this disease is caused due to lacking or deficiency of vitamin A. So in your diet, if you add the vitamin A, then obviously this disease will be reduced. So deficiency disease is an individual disease. Like if you have deficiency, you will have the disease. But if you have the disease, you cannot communicate the disease to me because I don't have that deficiency. So even me and you sitting together whole day, 75, I mean 7 days or 365 days, if you have the deficiency, you will have deficiency disease. If I don't have the deficiency, I will never have that deficiency disease. So here night blindness does not have the power to communicate from one person to the other person. That is why this disease is called as the non communicable disease. I hope it is clear to you now. Okay, let's proceed to the next question. It is advisable not to keep direct contact with a person suffering from a disease. It may sound quite inhuman, but it is true that we should not go near to the person, or we should not mix, I mean, remain, stay contact, in contact or connected with the person who is suffering from a disease, because the body of a sick person contains a lot of germs. Okay, so the sickness can be communicable, cannot, can be non communicable, this is a different questions altogether. But the person who is suffering from the disease, any sort of disease, definitely contain germs. If germs wouldn't have been there, then why the person is suffering from a disease? Then the person would have been a healthy normal one. A person is deviating from the healthy state of body and mind, that means somehow the person is infested with the germs, and the person is having disease. So the body of the sick person will always have the germ, and this germ can be spread to a healthy person and make the person sick. Whether now, suppose a person is having diabetes, as I had told you before, diabetes is a hormonal disease. Definitely the body is not covered, or not being filled up with the germs. So if you stay with a person who's having diabetes throughout the day, or whatever days you want, you will not have diabetes, because the germs are not there, and it cannot be transmitted from one person to the other. But in majority cases, we don't know what kind of disease the person is having. Maybe apparently the person is having a fever, but later on we had found the person is having malaria. Or maybe the person is having fever, and ultimately we had found he had having the common flu. In both the cases, they are containing, or they are responsible for because of certain germs, and that can spread from one person to the other person. So it is always advisable not to keep the direct contact with the person suffering from a disease. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Next is, after an accident, it is advisable to have tetanus vaccine immediately. I hope this you had heard before, that is, germs can enter our body through open wounds. When I had taught you this portion, I had told you that if you have open and untreated cut, it may so happen that tetanus can germs can enter through this, and this germ can be a deadlier one. So therefore, leaving wounds uncovered can also be dangerous. Okay, now the diseases like tetanus may spread through the open wound and after accident. And if there is a open wound, definitely the tetanus, or any other disease, tetanus mainly, can enter through the wound as it spreads fast. So, to stop this effect, we should always take the tetanus toxoid vaccination after any cut or wound. Okay, I think I am clear to you by explaining these questions. Please do write them in your copy. Yeah, tomorrow again we will discuss some of the questions. Till then, all of you stay safe, take care. Thank you.